I'm not here to read.
Yeah, no, I won't have you read anything then.
You're going to hold those for me?
Please.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Sherman, when we do ours, is there going to be a break in between each person, or is it
There
just-
will be, yeah. So,
Okay,
so
cool.
great question. So then, what'll happen at the end is I'll say, as we're closing it up, all right, thank you very much for coming on the show, and then we're gonna hear a word from our sponsor and bring on Lance, and then boom, we'll break. Is that how the order's gonna go, Karina? Is it Dave, then Lance, then you, or? Okay.
Devin was supposed to come, but
Do
she
you
had to
remember?
go to BRC
It's
this
Dave,
morning.
Karina, and then me.
Oh, you're hitting it at the end. Okay. And then so then we'll have about a minute and a half to get you situated, adjust the microphone, make sure that you look good on the camera. Based on height, he might have to adjust so that way it doesn't cut you off,
Okay.
or get too, if it's too tight to the head, right? Then it looks too awkward.
Okay.
Oh, she's already getting nervous. Okay.
I'm sweating like a pig.
Okay,
It
don't
is.
worry.
Sweating like a sinner in church.
The fat cat playing
Okay.
dodgeball.
Seriously, I get nervous. It's so hot in here.
So I'll start us off, Dave. I'll be saying a few words about the show, kind of reminding what we're doing. Thank Now Media, thank Jonathan, the producer, thank the Houston West Chamber of Commerce, Devin, in setting it up. And then I do a quick highlight. I'll be talking about why Houston's a great place to work, live, and play. That's kind of the backdrop of a little bit of my spiel. And then so I'll talk about how when people become members, they'll get a plaque, because this was sitting in my car, because Rooms to Go has not yet called me to pick this up. So, okay. And then I've been reading Aesop's Fable. I just started that last time.
Okay.
So, and then how that relates to business. So that'd just be a fun way to
It's just natural talking.
share a little story.
He really is good about leading it so if you get caught or anything.
All right, here we go.
He's really
But try to avoid things that say the word God in it, just because some people get offended by that for some reason. It's amazing what one word will do for people.
I know. I might be bringing it up. We'll have to
My
see.
goodness, you bring it up. You can, I can't, right?
Got it.
The interviewee can say a whole multitude of things.
Exactly.
The interviewer cannot. There's no forgiveness.
There's a protocol.
There is, yeah. And not that I necessarily follow it to the T, that's for sure. The Fox and the Grapes, do you remember this story?
I recall the title.
Yes, so this is what we'll be sharing today.
Okay.
The moral is it is easy to look down on what you cannot get. Hey Jonathan, do you remember what I shared last time? Aesop's Fable Heist? It wasn't the Fox and the Grapes, was it? It wasn't this one? Right?
It's just
That
if
one?
you do,
No.
yeah,
Okay.
if you decide
I was-
to
it was a-
say,
Wonderful.
Don't wanna
Story.
repeat.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that would not be good. That'd be weird.
We tend to be a little
Gotta
spontaneous.
keep it fresh.
I'm ready when y'all are.
Okay, we're ready.
Yeah.
So you guys can go talk over there. Just shut the door if you do chitty chat. So try to get some of my logo swag here,
yeah,
so
in
that
other
way
words, walk away.
we can see what's happening. A little tight. Oh, hey, Zarina. All right, the whole family's on watching today. Okay. Get some of the drinks out of banana. Bananas aren't necessarily refreshing fruit.
No.
They,
You need a grapefruit.
did you need any water? There's a water out there.
No, I'm okay.
All right. Here we go, Jonathan. 1, 2, 3.
Awesome.
Red rubber ball. Red rubber ball.
So,
Fox and the Grapes. Aesop's Fables.
So we're gonna have a break every, let's say 10.
About 10.
10? Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
So give us the countdown, buddy. We're ready.
Awesome. Wonderful. So we'll do it just as a refresher since it's been a hot minute.
Yes.
We'll do radio intro, then to you, and then you'll do your little thing, and then probably have another commercial break, and then introduce you.
No, go right in.
Oh, go right in?
So it'll be quick. It'll be just
Okay.
Sherm, a couple items.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then boom, right in.
And then right in. Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open this shop a little bit.
Thank you. Open me up.
There you go.
Nice.
Awesome.
Looking groovy.
You got a big personality, so I gotta.
That's what I tell myself. Jesus Hernandez. What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Wonderful.
All right, buddy, we're about to go live
Ready.
on the show. Jonathan, the producer, is just setting us all up. Microphones close by. Now you'll notice that I talk very loudly, so don't be alarmed by that. Let me mute the TV. Also we're gonna feedback. Does that look right? Oh. I guess you can't see that.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Okay.
Now it's going.
Here we go. We're on the show. All right, everybody. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome back to Guest in the West show. No? You're just ready to go. All right, we'll take two. Jonathan was just giving me the thumbs up. We'll see ourselves on the TV. So. Oh, there we go. Good morning, everybody. Sherman from Mutual Omaha back here with the Guest in the West show, the first installment here of 2020. We've hit the future, everybody. We are not flying in cars. We're not putting on, we don't have any robots putting on our clothes, doing our daily activities, but it still is the future. And so one of the exciting things, again, we want to be able to welcome people, to be able to share their story, members of the Houston West Chamber of Commerce. So first and foremost, is a collaboration. We want to thank Jonathan, our producer here at Now Media, who helps us distribute this and edit this and put this together. Also want to be able to thank Devin over at the Houston West Chamber of Commerce, who helps organize and bring members from the Houston West Chamber of Commerce onto the show. And not only is it here in video if you're watching this, but you're also listening to this in a podcast format. And so one of the things that we want to remind folks of, that when you decide to join as a member of the Houston West Chamber of Commerce, you get a wonderful plaque. And so we like to give these to you as ambassadors, be able to welcome you to the Houston West Chamber of Commerce, tell you about all the wonderful activities, the different committees you can get involved with, the different events that we're hosting on a regular basis. Almost every single week there's an event happening at the Houston West Chamber of Commerce, whether that's an opportunity to learn more about what's happening in your community, to know what's, be able to promote yourself through a sales, marketing, business development event, or just a way for you to be able to learn and grow and professionally develop. So one of the things that we wanted to be able to do here as a reminder is we want to highlight some of those new members that recently joined. We want to be able to recognize those that renew. And again, we're excited for the guest list that we have today that's going to be on the show. One of the fun moments that I wanted to do is remind people of a little bit of Aesop's Fables. It's a little bit of a storytelling. And so this one comes out of Fox and the Grapes. I'll show you a little bit of an image for those of you that can see this. But what the image is of a fox jumping after grapes. So if you remember this, this Aesop's Fable, it's a hot summer's day. Fox is walking through an area of the forest and sees this wild grapes just growing. And as you know, grapes have a tendency to grow over brush. And it's pretty high up, and so the fox says, you know what, I want to jump, I'm going to see if I can grab some of these grapes and eat them. It's a nice way to quench my thirst. And so as he jumps, he misses. So he goes, you know what, I'm going to take a run back, and I'm going to sprint, and I'm going to jump, and I'm going to leap, and I'm going to be able to grab those grapes, and I'm going to be able to do it. And so he does it again, and he totally misses. And at this point, some of the loud noise that he's making as he's running and sprinting and grunting as he's missing continually, some of the other forest creatures they see and they start laughing at him as he's missing. Finally, he does it. This is the last time he's going to do it, and he runs, he jumps, and he misses. And then he walks away and he goes, they're probably sour anyway. So number one, the moral of the story is, don't listen to the jeers, the naysayers, the negativity that exists in the world. Just because those people can't get it doesn't mean that you shouldn't pursue it. The other one is, there's no point in being negative just because you couldn't get it. There's no point in saying that it's sour grapes when in reality, they could have been well received. So today in the Houston West Chamber of Commerce guest we have is Dave. He's from the Westchase District. We're excited to have him in on the show, but I want to be able to have him just introduce himself for some of you that might not know who he is. So again, Dave, welcome. Thank you for taking the time to be our first guest here on 2020.
Very excited to be here. Thank you very much to the Chamber, my employer, Westchase District. My name is Dave Gilkison. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Westchase District and have been with the district 20 years now.
All right. And so a unique role at working as a chief operating officer. What does that entail at a district level here in Houston?
Well, in a small company, a small shop, you have a lot of different roles. My role is basically in the finance and administration, and it has to do with budget, human resources, getting people paid, all kinds of different activities on outside. I'm working with the Houston Apartment Association, with the Houston West Side PAC, with the West Houston Leadership Institution, obviously with the Chamber, and do a lot of different things to make sure that people know and understand what the Westchase District does and what our role is in the community.
That's amazing. So then you must be working with a lot of different organizations on a daily basis. It must change over time. How do you keep in contact with all these various organizations and kind of keeping in the know?
Well, I'm getting pretty old, so keeping in contact can be a challenge. Usually I use my brain, but for the most part, we have a huge database that helps us with that, and we're actually working on improving our database this year to make it even better, faster, more efficient. But it is kind of interesting because, yeah, there's not a call in a day that I don't get that somebody wants to do something, and I hope to be the conduit, and I hope the Westchase District to be that conduit to match their need with what we have in the community.
So what are some of the exciting things that's happening over at the Westchase District that people either can get involved with as an individual or family, or on the business side?
Well, it's kind of I hate to say an exclusive club, but you're either inside our borders and our property, and you're a property owner and you pay us a fee, or you're outside. So we curb our programming to those people within the district that are property owners. So our first customer count is a property owner. They're very valuable to us. There's probably about 400 of them, and we really enjoy servicing them. Then it becomes who they work for, whether they're office building, hotel, restaurants, retail, vacant land, whatever the case might be. We do a lot with the brokerage community, office buildings, apartment managers, a whole different array of different constituent services that we do that we think we're servicing their needs as best as we can. We have a board of directors that I report to, and that board of directors is a cosmopolitan overreach of our different land uses, whether it be vacant land, brokerage community, office, retail, apartments, and hotels.
Well, is there anything that's really exciting that's happening right now in the Westchase District that you can maybe share with the audience that they may not necessarily be aware of?
Yes, and as a matter of fact, it's one of our biggest projects, and it's one of our best projects, and it's going to be happening this year. We're going to be building a park, and hopefully it'll be the first of many parks that we're going to have. In Westchase and in West Houston, we're very park poor. In fact, a past District F city council member said they had the fewest parks per population than any other area of Houston. And so we're very excited to do this. It's about a 3-acre park, and we've done a lot of different things to get a lot of money to make it a very prestigious park, very similar to what might be at Discovery Green or Levy Park, which is in the Upper Kirby district. So we found out that one of the numbers that we have is that the city looks at and puts like a 3-mile radius and looked at all the apartment communities that were in Westchase District and the population that we have, and so there are no parks that really service us. So what we're doing is creating a park, kind of urban fitting it, putting it in, shoehorning it in, making sure it's going to be a great asset for our community, where we're going to have events, where we're going to invite people to come in, where there'll be security 24/7, where there'll be people that will be picking up after folks and so on and so forth, keeping it clean, neat, and safe.
Wonderful. That is exciting. I know that's being a family man myself. It's difficult sometimes to find parks around the area that you want to be safe and you want to can go there at any time of the day, so to speak. So I know that one of the unique things for you that you've decided to take on, again, responsibility-wise, is become a board member again, right, of the Houston West Chamber of Commerce. So tell folks a little bit about that, just because I think it's important for people to see of why and kind of how that comes about.
Sure, yes, Sherman. It obviously comes about with a relationship that we've had with the Chamber for many, many years. In fact, when we first started up 24 years ago, the district said we need to belong to this chamber, we need to support this chamber, we need to support the business community, and so no less than 6 of our employees have been on the board, including myself, in the early part of this century, which kind of dates me because that's basically when I started at the district. So yes, I was a board member, I was on, and then I was gracious enough to leave after my term, and Irma Sanchez followed me, and Sherry Fox followed her, and there's been all kinds of folks in our organization of only 8 people that have been on the board. And so it became a situation where it made sense in the middle part or the later part of 19 for me to get back on the board. Little did I know that there may be an opportunity to serve, and we were looking initially at chair-elect, which would mean I would be chairman of the board in 21, and then it really didn't work out timing-wise, both for me and for Mark, who is the current chair-elect, so we decided to flip-flop. So, Sherman, you're looking at the current 2020 chairman of the board of the Houston West Chamber.
All right, well, welcome. That's exciting. Congratulations.
Very exciting for me, very exciting for the chamber. We've got some great things that we're thinking about doing this year, shaking it up a little bit, making it fresh, making the people of the chamber that either are working as staff members, or the people of the volunteers, or the committees, or of course the board of directors, having a great year in 2020.
So it's unique. Maybe you can kind of give a little bit of background, not background, but maybe a testimonial, if you will, of why would the Westchase District be members of the Houston West Chamber of Commerce?
Well, our role is not to be a chamber of commerce, and so it's really to be an economic development generator for our property owners. But we think that in order to do that, we have to have some assistance from the community. We have to be involved in the business community. No less than all of our employees are involved some way or another in volunteering with different organizations in the west part of Houston, or in Houston in general. What we really look at is we want to make sure that our organization is present and supporting the Chamber of Commerce, because it makes really good sense for the district, it makes sense for our property owners, it makes sense for our community, it makes sense for the economic generators that we do in West Houston.
Gotcha. So is there anything that you're in need of from either volunteers or needs for the park still, as maybe sponsorships and things like that? Is there anything that the Westchase District is in need of?
Well, thank you very much. That's a nice ball to throw in my direction. Right now we're going through a funding program to help with our program with the parks. So it could be, I joke around, it could be you get naming rights for a trash facility, or for a bench, or for a water fountain, or for a dog, area. There's all kinds of opportunities, and we have 2 people working on this in our office, being headed up by Louis Julian, who's in our projects department. And so we've been going out and reaching out to our business community, to our board of directors, to anybody, and to grants and philanthropic organizations, to be able to say, hey, we're building a park here, it's very unique to West Houston, it's going to be this conceptual, and we'd like for you to support it. And we've got no less than $100,000 coming in. Wow. on a $1 million goal. So we're going forward on this. The park will be started this year, completed this year, and we really are looking forward to having it be a first-class park.
Well, that's very exciting. I appreciate you sharing that story with us. And so, Dave, how can people get in touch with you to be able to maybe get involved in some way, shape, or form, or to make those donations? What's a maybe good phone number or contact information for you? Okay, so yeah, you can obviously call the district. The district's phone number is 713-780-9434. You can contact me at the district's email address. It's D and then my last name, Gilkeson, GILKESON, at westchasedistrict.com. It's been my email address since I started at the district 20 years. And so we're able to do different communication efforts to be able to make sure that anybody's needs are met, whether it be, I've got a public safety issue, I've got a safety and security issue, we've got a problem here with a particular landscaping item is a little too high in the esplanade and needs to be trimmed. We've got 18-wheelers that are parked in places that they don't need to be. So it's a little bit of
push-pull, because some of these things will have to refer to a different government entity, typically the city of Houston, but a lot of them we can handle on ourselves, and we'd like to provide that service.
Wonderful. So anyone that lives in the Westchase District, if you want to get involved, they give you the phone number. At the same time, they have the park happening, so if you want to be able to leave a legacy, I remember going to a recent Botanical Gardens, and there was a bench there that was I think about 30 years old. And what a way to be able to just leave a legacy to a local community. Is actually dedicated to their son who had passed away. It said on the little placard, and that little son loved to go to the park. So as you think about what you can do, small and large donations, I'm sure, are welcome. Dave, we appreciate you coming on the Guest in the West show here. We're going to take a quick break from hear from our sponsors, but thanks again for being the first guest in 2020.
Got one other thing, sure.
Yes, go right ahead.
So your story today about East House Stables, you know, you can try and think big. You can try and go shoot for the moon, but if you fail, you might catch a star.
Yeah, I love that. All right, everybody, catch those stars and hear this word from our sponsor. All right, great stuff, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That was fabulous.
Yeah.
Did a great job.
Thank you very much.
You're a natural. You've done this a few times, I'm sure. Sharing that story.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks. Was that a good time?
Yeah.
I saw you put the fist up. So
It's a little,
all right, Karina, let's do this. Let's get a photo. Do you have your phone? Should we get a quick?
yeah, I think we have time.
Okay. Dave, let's get a quick photo with you before he has to run off here. Hey, look, Carrie's on.
Hi, Carrie.
Okay.
Am I taking one of you?
Yeah, me and Dave. Here we go. So can you just get there?
All right, guys.
Well, let me just put this on pocket, else it looks weird.
My MC, sorry. Just fixing you up.
Sorry, live.
45 seconds.
Okay. Okay.
All right, ready? 1, 2, and 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. All right.
All right.
Good.
Dave,
Yeah.
pleasure, man.
Yeah, great. Yep.
Let me know how you drop out.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, let's do this.
Nervous.
Yeah, don't worry, you'll be ready.
25.
How many seconds?
25 seconds.
Oh, man.
All right. Thanks, folks, for watching. All right. We now have Karina back on the show. We'll be buttoned up. Drink from the bang. Keep going. Welcome back, everybody. Sherman here from Mutual Omaha, back to the Guest in the West show. Second audience member here on the first episode of 2020. We have Karina. So Karina, there are a few people in the Houston West Chamber of Commerce that might not know who you are. So why don't you introduce yourself to the audience?
Well, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name's Karina Cuellar. I do the marketing and memberships with the Chamber of Commerce. Been here for about a year now. Oh my gosh, it's already been that long.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, guys, I started about a year ago doing the marketing portion of the Chamber, but now I'm doing memberships. So you can always see me at any of our events that we go to. I'm at the majority of them. You can always come by the office and see us. And really, I'm a lot of places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then your role, now that it's shifted over from doing a lot of the marketing and helping get the word out and helping members get seen and attention, what does it entail now on the membership side? What will you be doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm actually trying to revamp a lot of new things because, you know, I really care about our members. Now that I've been here for a while, I've seen to just meet so many wonderful individuals, and they have so many different needs with the different businesses that we run across. So just really meeting with our members, you know, trying to take the time to figure out what they need, and then from there I kind of just go off. So I mean, whether you're somebody that needs you know, party favors, or you need printing or anything, you know, I'm just trying to get people connected, and now that I know so many people, it's kind of easy that way to do so. So we're really trying to learn more about people's businesses and their needs and really try to fulfill those needs.
Gotcha. So the first and foremost then the responsibility is to focus in on the needs of the members.
Yes.
Do you get involved with then some of the recruiting or prospecting of potential members?
Yes, that's definitely my new role. If you are interested in joining the chamber, I'm definitely the person to come and talk to. You can come meet with me anytime. Even if you don't know anything about the chamber, I promise you I'll teach you all about it. It's a wonderful thing to be a part of. Like I said, you meet so many great businesses, connections. Even if you meet somebody that you can't do business with, I'm sure they have somebody that they can refer you to, and we have so many people we can refer you to as well. So yeah, definitely with the recruiting, you know, even for other people and businesses, that's my job.
Gotcha. So then, what's some of the exciting thing that's happening right now that you're working on from a membership perspective?
Oh my gosh, so 2020 just coming on us really fast. I know that we have a new membership guide that we're going to be implementing. We have a lot of new stuff that we're going to be offering to our members, different levels. I can't say exactly what yet, but a lot of good stuff is coming. I know that we're really going to start highlighting what, you know, how to maximize your membership through the chamber, and basically that's getting your return on your investment, you know, feeling like you're getting something out of it when you join, vice versa, just kind of being in the back end. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
So then what's happened then with the marketing lack that you're leaving? Obviously a big footprint, a lot that you were working on.
Yeah.
What's happening over there?
So my marketing baby has been drafted over to Monica. Monica, if you have not met her, if anybody hasn't met her, you have to. She's a wonderful graphic designer. She's our new marketing assistant, but she's going to start doing like your e-blast, scheduling your ribbon cuttings. Of course, we can always help anybody with that stuff, but Monica's a really great asset, and I kind of just passed over that marketing portion to her, and she's really took the bull by the horn and, you know, kind of ran with it. And so we're really happy to have her. We have a great team, as you know.
Yeah.
And so I know that we're definitely working more on social media with like the marketing. So I know ribbon cuttings are now being blasted on social media. They're going to be starting to show like on the website. We're just really trying to be more visual with our members and what we're doing, because we have all these really great events, ribbon cutting, socials, even our events. You know, there's just so much fun. You see, you know, that there's something new that happens every time with these events. So we're really just trying to capture that so people can see. I mean, we're a great chamber, not only for what we do, but how we do. We have fun.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful way to be able to capture that in some of those social media moments, where instead of just saying, hey, we're a great chamber, you can now show it with what's happening out there.
Yeah.
So if you remember, definitely have a look at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, as ways to be able to connect and follow. YouTube as well, that's right. The Houston West Chamber of Commerce is dominating all the various social media aspects of it. Is there anything that you want to be able to share with the audience that you know, is really exciting, or something that they should just make sure that they have on their calendar here in 2020?
Yes, so everybody, we're really trying to get people to navigate more towards the website and make sure you register for those events. But go on our website, you can always go onto our events tab. You can print our monthly calendars there. If you do not see, if there's something that doesn't look right, always go online. We have all of our events there. You can register there. There's really no way to miss it. Just be sure to go and check those out. Also, be sure to subscribe to our Must Read Mondays and our FOMO Fridays. You can either, I know that there's a phone number you can text. If you go on our website, you'll see a couple of those banners. You'll actually see in the midst of those banners, we have a chamber orientation, rise and grind event. Really, we highlight our real big events that you can see. You can go and register for them there, learn more. I'm trying to think. Oh, we do have a West Houston Outlook 2020 coming up on January 24th, which is also Carrie Warner's birthday. So be sure to bring her a little surprise. That's Carrie's birthday, January 24th. You're welcome, Carrie. And but we do have this West Houston Outlook. People know it as WEDS. It used to be the West Houston Economic Development Summit, but you know, it's a very big tongue twister. So now it's WHO 2020, but we're really excited about it. If you're interested, I know you can contact Devin. That's events@hwcoc.org, and she'll be able to get more information on that. But I know it's almost a sold out show. There's a lot of really cool panelists that Devin had secured. So it's about the all economic growth of Houston. I know that they're not just talking about West Houston, so that's what I misconstrued. I know they're talking about it all. So be sure to go online and check out that. I know that. And then also to invite y'all to, we do have chamber orientation today. Even if you've been a long-standing member, or if you're a new member, this is a great way to learn about the chamber. Through a PowerPoint presentation. We have Churrasco's that's going to be providing the lunch. If you haven't eaten there, you need to. It's delicious. But we're just going to kind of go over what the membership entails, show you all the new stuff that we're doing, and it's from 12 to 1 at our chamber office. It's 10375 Richmond Avenue, and that's going to be the first floor in the training room. You can even go online and register for there. You'll even get the address as well, or you can even give us a call. And I do apologize, I don't know our phone number. Bad girl.
It's programmed in the phone. It is.
It's so easy now to just program a number, and nobody memorizes them anymore. So.
Well, I know that one of the easiest things to do from a standpoint of being able to make sure that it's on your calendar is right now, it's 2020, is to go to hwcoc.org/events and start registering. Put the events on your calendar. I know tomorrow as well is Network Connections, right? The lunch.
Yeah, we have
And
Chamber
it's-
Connections.
Chamber Connections,
Yep,
thank you.
And that's actually at Yard House.
Okay.
Yard House, it's Sheza, she's the manager there. They just opened up a really cool private area. I don't